that are here working, and Melchizedek, and I've always known that the order of Melchizedek is not my group.
Okay.
So they are working on a different aspect of this ascension than what I have been working with. And so when you brought that up, I know that I had asked, well, give me some clarity here, because what does that mean? And so what came through and what's coming through today still is the thinking of it as the waters, the ice melting, and the waters taking over more of the landmass. More of the landmass will go down. And they're saying that the one that had to do with, it wasn't Lemuria, it was Atlantis that is going to rise up. They're saying that has to do with the plate shifting.
Right.
That's happening.
So Atlantis is going to come up. Okay. And is Lemuria is not going to come up?
I don't think it is.
Okay.
I'm getting that Lemuria is down. What will happen, and what I'm getting that I think is very close to happening, or somebody just discovered this ancient city that's completely underground, and it's not Atlantis. There's another one. That other one that they're talking about, that's the Lemurian land.
Okay, and can they tell us where it's located?
Seems to be over by, as I'm looking at the landmass, it's over by, there's China and Japan, and over in there into the oceans. So if you see the landmass of China, they're saying China is it's like, if China were here, it would be over here. It would be over in this section. Not by, almost by, is that Australia? Some place I would need
Or ask if it's by Hawaii, because I have a feeling it's by Hawaii. Okay. Let's take a look.
What they're showing
Okay.
me. They're showing me that it's, well, I don't know, wait a minute, where's Hawaii? I'm kind of geographically challenged. Because they're saying it's like right around in here.
Okay, so the North Pacific.
Right about here.
Okay, so let me just, I'm going to get down into the area. Okay, why don't you point?
So, down around in here, they're saying.
Okay.
This is the land that they're talking about.
All right, and where's your finger right now on, if you can read what's right next to it?
Volcano Islands.
Volcano Islands?
This is Volcano Islands. It's down from Japan, and Northern Mariana Islands. It's up from that. I'm saying it's like they're showing me there's something right in here, down in here. In the Philippine Sea. So they're saying it's more here. This is a land, there's an underground city in here. In this area.
Okay. And so, an underground city, is it beneath?
Well, it's more than a city.
Okay.
It's, they're saying that it's, it was more than it's a landmass.
The landmass.
That part of the landmass went down. But that's where the lost Lemurian energy is from.
And is that where, are there crystal pyramids and crystal structures?
Yes.
They're down there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that's what
They're saying there are others. There are others. I just very clearly heard that there's about four. There's about four. So it's not just all there. There are some over. Did you say Hawaii?
I think by Hawaii, or we're
Polynesians?
Polynesians. Something about the Polynesians.
Yes. Yes, but they're also saying that there's something over by where there's the Bermuda Triangle.
I think they just found one down there.
Yeah.
A crystal.
Big.
Right. I think I just read that they found a crystal pyramid down there.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So they're saying that they were in different sections of the earth. We weren't all together. And that they're also sharing with me, and I've never heard this before, so just going to go ahead. They're also sharing with me that those are there's four civilizations and there's 4, we think of them as almost tribes,
Mm-hmm.
and that they're from 4 different areas in the star system.
Right.
And that mine, because I'm asking, I guess they want me to know. And that's why I feel I resonate more with Lemuria.
Okay. Are you also from
Arcturus.
Arcturus?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then is one of them like the Palladians or something like
Yes.
that? Is that
Yes.
okay? That's
Yes.
one. And is Orion another?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then what's the 4th one?
And then, Damascus?
Damascus?
Something like that.
Something like that, okay.
Something that feels like it's more of a D.
Okay.
Dominus?
Okay.
Dominion? I don't know, I'm not getting it completely right, but that's not an area that's been known. They're saying that that group is just now allowing people to know that they're here.
Okay.
Right. And that group went into the mountains. That group has huge caves. They're the group that have the caves.
Okay.
That some of them have been found. Like there's a huge cave in Brazil and stuff.
Okay.
So that's a group that has been here, has been working here, but has been underground. So they're not as well known.
Okay.
The Palladians have their spokespeople.
Mm-hmm.
And Orion also. And I think of myself more Lemurian, and that's too. But this other group has been more of they don't have as similar vibration as we have.
Okay. All right. And
they're bigger. I'm getting that they're bigger.
Tall.
Their physical features are bigger. They're bigger. Yep, so more of them are being born now.
Okay.
And they're very big.
Okay. So
I'll go with it.
okay.
I don't know what
yeah.
we're saying.
Okay, and from Arcturus, is it true that from Arcturus that we lived on Mars, that we went to Mars before we came to Earth?
I'm getting that Mars would not be inhabitable. That Mars is too hot.
Okay, but before,
long,
right, before you and I were on Lemuria, were we on?
Saying there was a different, system within the stars that wasn't one of these planets here, wasn't one of these guys, wasn't one of our solar system planets.
Okay.
They're saying wouldn't be Jupiter or Neptune or no, would be beyond that to a different solar system.
Okay.
They're saying.
Okay. Because I read some stuff about Jose Arguelles or something, talking about that there was on Mars, it was called maybe maybe Atlantis and Ilias or something like that. There was 2 civilizations there, and they ended up destroying the planet there with crystal rays in a war, a conflict, that they polluted all the systems, and then they destroyed their own planet. And then they sent out a message. They telepathically, a bunch of them got together and sent out with using crystal radio, crystal. They just put their mind and they sent out a message about everything that was good about these cities, and it went out, and that it got picked up by Earth. And is that correct?
I'm not getting any kind of confirmation on that. I'm getting more of a myth